Well, student, in the previous lecture, we were talking about the water pollution, okay? And in the last topic of this particular, that domestic sewage and industrial influence that we have discussed. Like if the domestic sewage, means આપણી ગટર ને બધું છે, if it will be merged with the water reservoirs or rivers or etc., in that case what happen? If more than 1% impurity will there, in that case it is unfit for the usage for the human being, right? અને પછી 1% impurity માં કયા આવે તો આપણે લીધું હતું કે there is a we can say solid substance like a slab, sand, silt and clay. Then after we can say colloidal substance like facial matter and other etc., and dissolved substance like nitrate, phosphate, ammonium etc. Okay, and we can say if the impurities is more than 1%, then it is not fit for the use. Now what happened? Another graph that we have go through in the previous lecture also, that if the sewage is discharged into the aquatic ecosystem, in that case what happened? If because of the concentration of sewage has been increased, number of organisms can kill because of the such kind of level of concentration is higher of that particular kind of impurities. And as a result of this, what happened? Dissolved oxygen is reduced. When the dissolved oxygen is reduced because of it's degraded that particular substance. But when the degradation has been increased, in that case what happened? The dissolved oxygen will be released and biological oxygen demand will be decreased. મેં તમને કીધું હતું what is biological oxygen demand? I will repeat that BOD, that in a 1 liter water, whatever the amount of biodegradable organic substance, for the degradation of it, the amount of oxygen is utilized. That amount of oxygen is called as what? It is called a biological or biochemical oxygen demand. Means 1 liter water છે એમાં જે ઓર્ગેનિક સબસ્ટન્સ છે એને ડિગ્રેડેશન કરવા માટે રિક્વાયર એવું જે ઓક્સિજનનું એમાઉન્ટ છે, that is called a biochemical oxygen demand. So it's obvious that if we can say the impurity or organic substance will be increased, in that case what happen? The dissolved oxygen will be utilized. The number of oxygen is utilized, તો શું થાય કે એની ઓક્સિજનનું ડેફિસિટ થાય કે નહીં પર્ટિક્યુલર, કેમ કે ઓક્સિજન તો શેમાં યુઝ થઈ ગયો? એના ડિગ્રેડેશનમાં. When the oxygen is decreased, in that case whatever the organism is available in that particular habitat, that will be, that demands for the oxygen will be increased, and that is called a biochemical oxygen demand. Okay, because of oxygen has been reduced, that is why. And if in the downstream of that particular aquatic habitat, if that particular ecosystem dissolved oxygen is reduced in that particular ecosystem, in that case what happen? Fish and other aquatic organisms can die, and the death of that particular organisms can be happen. Now second thing I can tell you, because of such kind of nutrient is increase in such an area, the algae will be spread over that particular habitat. That is called algal bloom. તમે જોયું હશે કે જેટલી પણ impurity વાળું વોટર હોય એની ઉપર શું થાય? algae થઈ જાય કે નહીં? That is called algal bloom. And the algal bloom will be doing what? They will change the color of the water. Not only that, they will change the smell of the water also. The bad smelling is there. એટલે algae વાળું વોટર હોય તો આપણને રીસરે બેડ સ્મેલિંગ આવે, બરાબર છે? So that is why bad smelling is there, and even it's release some toxic substance. When it's release some toxic substance, in that case what happen? The particular aquatic kind of or aquatic animals can or organisms can die because of this toxic substance. So that is the, we can say, one of the effect of that particular kind of water pollution. Second thing I can tell you, you can see that particular in aquatic habitat, the mauve color, or we can say the purple color kind of flowers, the fascinated flowers are available in some of the aquatic plants which is there into the aquatic ecosystems, right? That particular plant is actually what? It is called Iconia crassipes. Okay, it is called Iconia crassipes, and actually it's aquatic weeds. તમે ખાલી એક કહેવાય કે 2-3-5 ફીટ્સની અંદર જો આ એક્વેટિક વીડ્સ ગ્રો થઈ હોય તો એ આખું લેક છે એ મેક્સિમમ વિધિન 20-30 ડેઝમાં એને આખું સબમર્જ કરી દે છે. ઓકે, દેટ ઇઝ વાઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એ ટેરર ઓફ બેંગાલ. મેં તમને મોર્ફોલોજી વખતે સમજાવ્યું હતું, બરાબર છે, ઓફસેટમાં કે આઇકોનિક રેસિપીસમાં છે ઓફસેટ છે એનું વેજીટેટિવ પ્રોપેગ્યુલ છે અને એના થ્રુ એ શું કરશે તો એ એકદમ રેપિડલી સ્પ્રેડ થશે. આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં ગાંડી વેલ કહેવાય. તમે જોયું હતું કે નરસિંહ મહેતા લેકની અંદર બહુ થોડાક એરિયાની અંદર ગાંડી વેલ એન્ટર થઈ હતી આઇકોનિક રેસિપીસ, તો આખું જે લેક છે એમ કહેવાય સબમર્જ થઈ ગયું હતું. પછી એને કાઢવું ઇટ ઇઝ ટફ. આ ટેરર ઓફ બેંગાલ એટલે કે છે કે આખો જે બેંગાલનો જે યુસ્ટેરીઝ એ બધું હતું, બરાબર છે, એને આખી મર્જ કરી દીધી હતી એનાથી. ને પછી એની ક્રેન્સ એ બધી મગાવીને ફોર સમ ઓફ ધ મંથ્સ ઇઝ એને ક્યોર કરવામાં કમ્પ્લીટ થયા હતા. દેટ ઇઝ વાઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એ ટેરર ઓફ બેંગાલ. ઓકે, ધેન આફ્ટર particularly when the sewage is from household as well as from the hospitals, in that case what happens, such kind of sewage is contain some pathogens which is responsible for some disease like dysentery, even jaundice, cholera, right, even typhoid. Such kind of pathogens are available in that particular kind of aquatic habitat, and ultimately these pathogens can be cause such disease. Now if we are talking about some industrial waste is concerned, industrial waste, what is the source of it? That is petroleum, then paper industries, right, then after metal extractions, the process and some chemical manufacturing or chemical factories, right, they will produce what? They will produce the particular substance which density is 5 gram per cubic centimeter or more than that. Like lead, cadmium, copper, okay, and mercury. So, that density is more than 5 gram per cubic centimeter, and which is harmful for the human being. Okay, then after we have to talking about a few toxic substances often present into the industrial waste and which is accumulate into the, we can say, food chain, and that is called what? That is called a biological magnification, right? So I will write down that the definition of biological magnification or bio magnification. Bio magnification તમારા ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ક્વેશ્ચનમાંનો એક ક્વેશ્ચન છે, સમજો. 3 to 4 marks, 3 marks particularly, that increase in concentration of the toxicant, increase in the concentration of the toxicant at successive tropic level is called it biological magnification. Okay, now according to his diagram it is mentioned, suppose the concentration in the water, the concentration is 0.003 ppb is parts per billion. Okay, now that water is absorbed by zooplanktons, the concentration is 0.04 ppm. તમે જો ppb માંથી કેટલું થઈ ગયું ppm, but it is zooplanktons. Now zooplanktons is eaten by small species, small fishes, 0.5 ppm. Now small fishes is eaten by large species, 2 ppm. Okay, that is large fish. And then large fish is eaten by fish eating animals or fish eating birds, 25 ppm. તમે જુઓ કે વોટરની અંદર આપણે DDT છે, that is the concentration of DDT. That is the concentration of DDT we are talking about. તમે જુઓ કે generally for as a pesticides, DDT is spray in the different kind of habitats. Now when there is a raining, such a flow is entered into the aquatic ecosystem. બરાબર, બધું પાણી છે એ વરસાદનું પાણી ધોવાઈને ક્યાં જાય નદીમાં ને એમાં રિવર્સમાં. એટલે that is why that particular amount is just 0.003 ppb parts per billion. 10 crores માં 0.003 DDT હોય. પણ પછી એ વોટર છે so many times is absorbed by zooplanktons. The concentration is increased in that particular 0.04. Then after it's eaten by small fishes, the concentration is there. So see why concentration is increased, that is the point. That particular kind of toxic organic substance which cannot easily degradable in the body. એટલે શું થાય કે એ આપણા ફેટી ટિશ્યુઝ છે, લીવર્સ છે, લીવરમાં ને એ બધામાં અને ફેટી ટિશ્યુમાં એક્યુમ્યુલેટ થાય. બરાબર છે? And that is why this concentration has been increased, which is not digest or even easily degraded. That is why. Now small fish is 0.5 ppm, then for small fishes is eaten by large species, that is 2 ppm, and ultimately it is eaten by fish eating birds, that is 25 ppm. Okay, so that is, we can say, the biological magnification. It is called a biological magnification. As a result of this, what happened? As a result of this, whatever the concentration of DDT is there into the birds is reduce the calcium metabolism. When is reduce the calcium metabolism is concerned, in that case whatever the shells of that particular eggs, which is made up by calcium carbonate and calcium phosphate, and because of lacking of calcium it will broken down the shells of it. Inda tuti jase, and that is why the we can say population of the birds can be decreased because of the biological magnification. Okay, so that is the biological magnification that we are talking about. Okay, હવે in next lecture we will go through the eutrophication. Okay, in the next lecture. Well students, we have completed the biological magnifications, right? Now eutrophication. As far as eutrophication is concerned, particularly if the nutrients is, we can say, add into that particular aquatic habitat, and if the concentration of nutrients is increased in that particular aquatic habitat or aquatic ecosystem. That particular kind of situation is called as what? Eutrophication. Generally what happens, that our sewage, or we can say other kind of impurities, generally which is exerted into the rivers or ponds, etc., right? So such kind of aquatic habitats will be polluted with that particular kind of nutrients, and as a result of this, what happened? When it is happened, in that case what happened? If such kind of nutrients is entered into it, in that case nitrate, phosphate kind of impurities will be merged with it, and it is we can say increases the algae particularly. Suppose initially if there is a particular kind of lake or aquatic habitat is there, right? Initially it is filled with the fresh water, okay, and the temperature of it is lower and the water is pure. But what happened when from different part, જ્યારે એની અંદર જુદી જગ્યાએથી નાઇટ્રેટ ફોસ્ફેટની ઇમ્પ્યોરિટીઝ છે એડ થાય, પહેલાં એનું ટેમ્પરેચર પણ લોઅર હતું, right? Now the impurities is added. As a result of this, what happened? Whatever the diluted oxygen within it, that oxygen is utilized in the degradation of this particular kind of impurity. Now you know that when the oxidation is taken place, we can say heat energy is released, and as a result of this, what happened? The temperature of that particular habitat will be increased. Not only that, because of impurities, particular kind of purity of the water will be disturbed, right? Then after, particularly it will be degraded, that particular organic, inorganic matter. Not only that, some of the organisms which cannot have sustain in the temperature difference, they will not survive in such kind of atmosphere, right? And it will also, we can say, die. Then after, what happened? Because of such kind of nutrients is available within that particular, in that case the algae which will be spread over that particular surface, okay. Generally what happened, the aging of that particular kind of aquatic habitat, it's very slower process, okay, and it will take some thousands of years. It will not harm to that particular aquatic habitat. But because of eutrophication, the aging will be rapid. Because of why? Because of, see, whatever the impurities which is poured into it, that will be accumulate into the particular bottom of this, and all the impurities and debris of the other organisms that will be accumulated in it, and in that case what happened? This aquatic habitat is converted into wetland. બરાબર છે, જે આખી જે કહેવાય કે લેક હતું એ કેવું થતું જાય કે એની અંદર બધી ઇમ્પ્યોરિટીઝ છે એ બધું ભેગું થતું જાય, સ્ટીલ્સ ને ક્લે ને એ બધું ભેગું થતું જાય. અલ્ટિમેટલી શું થાય? સેલો થઈ જાય, છીછરું થઈ જાય, અને અલ્ટિમેટલી ઇટ્સ વિલ બી લાઈક અ વેટલેન્ડ, કે મોન્સૂન હોય તો એની અંદર પાણી ભરાઈ રહે, અધરવાઇઝ ત્યાં ગ્રાસ ને એવું બધું ગ્રો થાય, right? So aging process of that particular aquatic kind of habitat which is increased, and as a result of this, that is called accelerated eutrophication. And accelerated eutrophication is concerned, it will destroy the particular kind of aquatic habitat. See, whatever the algae which is increased in it, it is called algal bloom, and because of algal bloom, the particular kind of aquatic habitat, water, smell, taste, everything will be destroyed. Not only that, the oxygen will be utilized in the degradation of such kind of nutrients. So that is why there is a deficit of oxygen in that particular aquatic habitat. And number of organisms like fish and other organisms, that will be destroyed in it. Okay, and that is why the death of that particular kind of organisms will be taken place in it. Okay, then after, particularly as far as algae is concerned, which is also secreted some toxic substance, and because of toxic substance, number of organisms can be died. In the last paragraph, for the electric power generation, the thermal power plants is generally doing what? in the thermal power generation, thermal power plants, the temperature of the water will be increased because of they will use the vapor of the water and they will use the turbine of it. In that case, what happened? When the temperature is increased of that particular aquatic habitat, number of organisms can be killed, and as a result of this, it will create a pollution in it. So thermal power station even is responsible for the pollution of aquatic habitat. Okay, so that is the eutrophication. See, biological magnification and eutrophication આ બંને જે કહેવાય ક્વેશ્ચન તમારા માટે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. તમે જે બાયોલોજિકલ મેગ્નિફિકેશન છે એ તમને આ પેજ નંબર 276 ઉપર જ્યાંથી એ પેરેગ્રાફ બાયોમેગ્નિફિકેશનનો સ્ટાર્ટ થાય છે ત્યાંથી બરાબર ત્યાં સુધી ધ કોઝિંગ ધ ડિક્લાઇન ઇન ધ બર્ડ પોપ્યુલેશન ત્યાં સુધીનો ક્વેશ્ચન છે તમારે બાયોમેગ્નિફિકેશનમાં લેવાનો છે. યુટ્રોફિકેશનમાં જ્યાંથી યુટ્રોફિકેશન ડાર્ક ફોન્ટમાં છે ત્યાંથી સ્ટાર્ટ થાય તો સામેના પેજ ઉપર 277 ઉપર છેક ચોક ટુ ડેથ, A lake can literally choke to death. ત્યાં સુધીનો જે ક્વેશ્ચન છે એ તમારે યુટ્રોફિકેશનના ડિસ્ક્રિપ્શનની અંદર લેવાનો છે. આ તમને ધ્યાનમાં રહે. બરાબર છે. Now, a case study of integrated waste management program. A case study of integrated waste management program. As far as the integrated waste management program is concerned, we can say wastewater including sewage can be treated in an integrated manner, and that is actually done by whom? In the America or in the US particularly, there is a California. In the US there is a California, and in the California the town is the Arcata town. In the northern coastal area of the California, the town is Arcata. Okay, and with the help of the we can say peoples of Arcata, along with that Humboldt State University, they have collaborated with Humboldt State University, and they have given the wastewater management integrated treatment. For that, they have done what? 60 acres land has been occupied. And શું કર્યું? 60 acre land. Suppose આખી જે land છે એ કેવી છે? 60 acre land છે. Right? Now in that case what happened? You see, they have arranged 6 part of it. And એના 6 ભાગ કર્યા. Right? 6 part કર્યા. And in 10 hectare each, they have done it. Like this, right? Each part is consist 10 hectares, right? Total 6 hectares. Now in that case what happened? First of all, whatever the wastewater is concerned, that is flow towards the sewage and etc. Right? That is flow towards this area of 60 hectares. Before that, you know, they have undergone 2 kind of treatment. Treatment A and treatment B. Treatment A is conventional, or we can say artificial method. And another one is innovative or natural method. Now generally the conventional method, what happened? 3 steps should be: filtration, sedimentation, and chlorination. These 3 steps should be required. Now for that, what happened? Suppose here they will filter it, right? Over here they will filter it, and because of filtration, in that case what happened? When the filtration is there, એટલે જે કંઈ પ્લાસ્ટિક ને બીજો બધો જે વેસ્ટ હોય, that will be filtered, એને ગાળી લેવામાં આવે, right? That is called a filtration. Then after sedimentation. As far as sedimentation is concerned, એટલે તમે ક્યાંય પાણી ભરી રાખો તો શું થાય? તો કે સેડિમેન્ટ થઈ અને બધું બોટમમાં accumulate થઈ જાય. That is called what? Sedimentation. So that is why we can say filtration, then after sedimentation. Sediment કરે એટલે શું થાય કે sand and clay etc. that will be sediment over there. And then after, because of chlorination, whatever the pathogens which is available in it, that will be destroyed. Okay. So such a method is conventional method. Routine conventional method can be used in such kind of process before it should be entered into this 60 hectare land. Now what happened? Such kind of water is now flow towards this. પછી એનાથી સ્લોપ રાખી બીજો, એનાથી થોડો સ્લોપ રાખી ત્રીજો, એવી રીતે 6 કહેવાય કે પાર્ટ છે એને એરેન્જ કરવામાં આવ્યો હોય. અને સેકન્ડ થિંગ, ઇન ધીસ ઇચ 10 hectares land, they would done what? Algae, fungi, bacteria and plants. In this each they have grow bacteria, algae, plants, fungi etc. bacteria. Okay, and they will then what? See, whatever the impurity, whatever the nutrients is there into the water, naturally. Why it's called a natural method? And it is innovative method because of it is by biological scientists of Humboldt State University. Okay, and they absorb that impurities from this particular part of it. Ultimately what happens? When the water passes through this last area, it is almost pure. It is almost pure. હવે અહીંયા ધારો કે રિવર છે, તો રિવરની અંદર they will poured such a pure water. So that is why the wastewater treatment has been done. પછી રિવર્સ છે તો એની અંદર પ્યોર વોટર જાય છે. There is no any impurities which is merged with it, so there is no chance of pollution. Not only that, that particular area, it is called a wetland area, and it's a biodiversity rich area, right? It is biodiversity rich area, and over there number of plants, animals can be survived in such kind of habitats. So that is why we can say it's one of the greatest example for the wastewater management for the all over the world. And the area, the people or that particular town is called a FOAM, Friend of Ekalta Marsh. It is called a FOAM, F for Friend of Ekalta Marsh. Okay, so that is, we can say, it is the complete the wastewater management program that it is done by the people of Ekalta. Okay, the 60 acres marshland which is established over here. સમજાઈ ગયું બધાને? તો આ રીતે આપણે કહેવાય કે આ એકાલ્ટા માર્શ. નાઉ ઇકોશન. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ ઇકોશન ટોયલેટ્સ. Equation toilets is concerned, generally you know that as far as human exerta is concerned, which is we can say flow through our toilets, and as far as toilets is concerned, these toilets with the one flush we can exertate the means we can release the lots of amount of water also. કે તમે એક વખત ફ્લશ કરો ત્યારે જે વોટર જાય છે actually it's a pure water, and this pure water actually which will be polluted along with the flush, okay, and thousands of liters or millions of liters is wasted because of the treatment of human exerta. In that case what happened? Equation means what? The full form of equation is ecological sanitation. Ecological sanitation is a sustainable system for handling human exerta. That is called an equation. We can say it's a dry toilet. Generally what happens, whatever the toilet is there, exactly just below that particular kind of toilets, particularly the metal tank, it should be put it over here. ડબ્બો કે પેટ્રોલ ટેન્ક છે એ રાખવામાં આવે, and whatever the exerta is released into it, okay, that will be stored into it. Now within a week that particular kind of exerta is accumulated in it and is converted into the powder form, and that particular powder form is used as a fertilizer, natural fertilizers. That fertilizers we can utilize into our farms and fields. So that is why we can reduce the use of chemical fertilizers also, okay. When we will reduce the chemical fertilizers, in that case what happened, even there is no pollution is there, and second thing, we can conserve our fresh water also, and human exerta is also not polluted the water resources. So such kind of treatment is called equation, ecological sanitation or sustainable system, that is equation. And in India particularly, it's generally found in Sri Lanka and Kerala particularly, okay, the equation toilets. Now as far as next point is concerned, that is solid waste. That is solid waste. See that equation toilets actually it is practically hygiene, efficient and cost effective also we can say, and it's a solution of human waste exerta, and through that particular kind of composting method we can utilize this as a fertilizer. Then after solid waste, as far as solid waste is refers to, everything that goes to trash. It is called a municipal waste we can say. As far as municipal waste is concerned, the waste is actually generate from where? That is stores, then schools, hospitals, even household areas also. And which kind of waste is? Paper, then food waste, એટલે આપણે એઠવાડ જે કહીએ, then plastics, then after rubber, leather, metals, glass, etc. Okay, these are the solid municipal waste. You know that every day the garbage collection is there in our city, okay, by the municipal corporation, and that will be actually accumulated which place? That is dumped at the sanitary landfills. Sanitary landfills is a particular area where it's an open ground, and that should be dumped in a large amount. Particularly, you know that in our Junagadh, where is the sanitary landfills? તમે ઈવનગર થઈને ગાંઠીલાવાળો જે રસ્તો છે ત્યાં જાઓ ને તો તમને એવું સેનેટરી લેન્ડફિલ એરિયા જોવા મળે. એટલે આપણું જેટલું ગાર્બેજ કલેક્શન થાય છે એને એ જગ્યાએ ઠાલવે છે, ભેગું કરી દે છે. એટલે શું થાય, ત્યાં આમ ઢગલો થઈ જાય. પછી એટલે આવી ટાઈપનો જે ઢગલો થાય એને પછી શું કરે, એ લોકો બાળે, એને બર્ન કરે. વેન ઇઝ બર્ન ધેન ધેર વોલ્યુમ કેન બી રિડ્યુસ. ધારો કે મોટો બધો ઢગલો હોય, તમે એને બર્ન કરો એટલે થોડો નાનો ઢગલો થઈ જાય. બટ see, each and every part of that particular waste will not be burned. બધું બળી શકતું નથી, એને તમારે આમ આગળ પાછળ એવું બધું લાકડીએ થઈને આ તેને કરવું પડે ત્યારે બધો ભાગ બળે. And it's really problematic for the even surroundings also. Not only that, the rat kind of organisms, there is a breeding ground for such kind of rat and other pathogens. પછી એક બીજો એમ કહેવાય કે એ લોકોએ એનો પેલો કર્યો કે એણે શું કર્યું કે એવા જે કહેવાય કે ડીપ ટ્રેન્ચીસ એટલે કે ખાડા બનાવ્યા અને પછી ત્યાં આ બધા જે ગાર્બેજ છે એને એક્યુમ્યુલેટ કર્યો. બટ વોટ હેપન, વોટ એવર ધ વેસ્ટ પ્રોડક્ટ ઇઝ ધેર, વેન ધ રેઇનિંગ વોટર is entered into it, in that case what happens, there is a chemicals, that is where there is a seepage of the chemicals into the groundwater. When there is a seepage of groundwater, seepage of chemical into the groundwater, it will pollute it through the groundwater also, and that is harmful. Otherwise the groundwater is generally not polluted, but because of such kind of thing, આપણે જૂનાગઢની અંદર જે ડુંગરપુર સાઈડની ખાણ છે એની અંદર આ બધા વેસ્ટ પ્રોડક્ટને પહેલાં એમ કહેવાય કે નાખતા હતા. પછી શું થયું કે એને લીધે સરાઉન્ડિંગનું ગ્રાઉન્ડ વોટર છે પોલ્યુટેડ થવા માંડ્યું અને પછી આ બધું બંધ કર્યું કે સી ધેટ ઇઝ નોટ અ પ્રોપર મેથડ. સો ધેટ ઇઝ વાય વી કેન સે દે હેવ ટુ કેલ્ક્યુલેટ, sorry, they have to collected such kind of waste product in three parts. First of all, they have to classify it to it. First of all, biodegradable substance, bio non-degradable, and third, recyclable. Recyclable actually substance. Now generally biodegradable substance is not a problem for us because of it's naturally degraded into the atmosphere. એટલે જ્યારે મ્યુનિસિપલ વેસ્ટ છે એને એ લોકો પછી ક્લાસિફાઈડ કરે કે ભાઈ આ બાયોડિગ્રેડેબલ છે તો એને એ રીતે સેનિટરી લેન્ડફિલમાં ડિગ્રેડેશન માટે જવા દો. Bio non-degradable, that is the problematic one. Even recyclable substance, like plastic is the recyclable, polythene and polystyrene is the plastic one, right? It's a recyclable. So that is why some rag pickers and kabadi walas particularly, they will, we can say, classified such kind of waste into the bio non-degradable and recyclable substance. અને પછી શું કરશે? સપોઝ જે પ્લાસ્ટિક વીણવાવાળા છે એ શું કરશે? તો કે પ્લાસ્ટિક લઈ જશે, પ્લાસ્ટિક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝવાળાને આપશે, અને પ્લાસ્ટિક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝવાળા એને પાછું રિસાયકલ કરી અને એમાંથી ડિફરન્ટ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ પ્લાસ્ટિક મટીરિયલ્સ કેન બી પ્રોડ્યુસ બાય ધેમ. ઓકે, સો સચ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ મેથડ કેન બી ડન બાય ધેમ. સો દેટ ઇઝ happen biodegradable, bio non-degradable and recyclable. But we should concentrate on that particular line, that we should not produce any kind of garbage. Means it should be reduction into the production of garbage. That is the first thing. Suppose in most of the packaging, our household packaging like biscuits and etc., it is covered with the plastic. So it's better that even polythene bag there that we are using in a large amount, it should be reduced, right? તમે જુઓ તો ગવર્મેન્ટ પણ આપણે છેલ્લા કેટલાક વખતથી એમ કહેવાય કે ટ્રાય કરી રહી છે કે આપણે શું કરવાનું છે, તો કે જે પોલિથીન બેગ છે એનો યુઝ છે એ ઘટાડવાનો છે. એને લીધે શું કરો કે ક્લોથ બેગ ઓર પેપર બેગ શુડ બી યુઝ ઇન્સ્ટેડ ઓફ ધીસ. ઓકે, એટલે આપણે ઘરેથી જ ક્લોથ બેગ લઈ જઈએ તો શું થાય કે વી કેન એવોઇડ the plastic bag or polythene bag use, and as a result of this we can helpful into the reduce the pollution. Okay, so that is the requirement of it. Then after hospital waste particularly, see, as far as hospital waste is concerned, it's contain what? Disinfectant, some hazardous chemicals as well as pathogens is also available into the hospital waste. Such kind of hospital waste should not be merged with the routine garbage. No, it is not used because of it can spread some disease into the country, into the different areas. So that is why what happened? Incinerators. Incinerators નો મતલબ શું થાય? તો કે એ ભઠ્ઠી કહેવાય. એના માટે એને ડિસ્ટ્રોય કરવા એટલે એને શું કરે કે એક જગ્યાએ ભેગું કરીને બાળી નાખે, અને એટલે શું થાય કે ડિસ્ટ્રોય થઈ જાય. બરાબર છે? તમે જૂનાગઢમાં પણ જોયું છે, વ્હાઇટ કલરની એક વેન છે, એની ઉપર લખ્યું હોય જૈવિક કચરો એવું લખ્યું છે. એ એકચ્યુઅલી શું છે? હોસ્પિટલ વેસ્ટ છે. ડિફરન્ટ હોસ્પિટલ છે એ ત્યાં જઈ અને એનું જે વેસ્ટ મટીરિયલ છે એ લઈ આવે ને પછી એને ઇન્સિનેટર્સમાં ડિસ્ટ્રોય કરી નાખવામાં આવે છે. એને કોઈ જગ્યાએ ખુલ્લી જગ્યાએ છે એને ડિસ્ટ્રોય કરવામાં આવતું નથી. સો દેટ ઇઝ વાય વી કેન રિમૂવ ધ હોસ્પિટલ વેસ્ટ ઓલ્સો. Then e-waste, particularly electronic waste. Generally we can say the waste of the computer and mobiles and other electronic goods is concerned. These electronic equipments, their garbage is now generally reprocessed into the country like US, Britain, Germany, Japan, etc., the developed country actually, right? But they are doing what? They send it to the developing country like India, China and Pakistan. And in that case what happened? To obtain the nickel, chromium, gold, platinum, etc., right? It is done by the human resources in our area. એટલે આપણા એરિયામાં શું કરે? હ્યુમન છે એને માટે પ્રોસેસ કરે. એન્ડ સમ ટોક્સિક સબસ્ટન્સ ઇઝ ઓલ્સો ધેર ઇન, એન્ડ બિકોઝ ઓફ સચ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ ટોક્સિક સબસ્ટન્સ ઇટ્સ વિલ હાર્મફુલ એન્ડ ઇટ કેન ક્રિએટ ધ ડિસીઝ ઇન દેટ પર્ટિક્યુલર કાઇન્ડ ઓફ એમ કહેવાય પીપલ્સ, એન્ડ દેટ ઇઝ હાર્મફુલ. ઓકે, એન્ડ દેટ ઇઝ વાય ઇટ શુડ નોટ ડન, because it's the environment is disturbed because of such kind of process. And its human can harm. So અહીં સુધી આપણે રાખીએ છીએ. નાઉ પ્લાસ્ટિક મેનેજમેન્ટ એ જ આપણે નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં લેશું.